Hello, good evening. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us on Public Speaking TV. We're streaming live on. Hello, good evening once again. Thank you so much for joining us on Public Speaking School TV. We're streaming live on Instagram and YouTube. How are you doing? Today we're going to talk about how to give a speech. And so you've been invited to give a speech. And so what? What's next for you to do? Let's begin by saying that for you to have been asked to speak means that you have something of value to give your audience. So don't disappoint them. Just as we say in this balance, no for their hand though. So it means you have to really take it seriously. Thank you so much, Toby, for joining us. If you're joining us on Instagram or on YouTube, joining us from? Are you in Nigeria? Are you in Africa? Are you in America? Are you in London? Where are you joining us from? We would like to know. Okay, so today we're talking about the fact that you've been asked to give a speech, and so what? What's the next thing for you to do? And I said that once you're asked to speak, it means that you have something of value to give to your audience. And so, never underestimate your power and strength, and most of all, your ability to give value. Remember, I often tell people that your audience, they love you and they want you to succeed. So, when people present with the fear of public speaking, it's actually all about you and not your audience. And so, when you're able to overcome your fear of public speaking, you will now understand that your speech is not about you, it's about your audience. And the moment you're able to understand that fact, that your audience is the star and not you, when you realize that, your fear will jump out of the window. So it means that you will start to focus on what you need to give them, the value you need to offer to them. And once you begin to focus on what you have to offer and how well to present it so that your audience will understand and take action from what you've said, whether it's to educate, entertain, persuade, enlighten. The important thing is that your audience are on your side and they really want you to succeed. So you have no reason to be afraid. And so I'll give you three F's that will help you to make a good presentation. Number one is focus. Focus. Focus on the task ahead. Focus on your audience. Focus on the value that you need to bring to the table. Focus on the fact that you have a call for action and you're interested in making sure that they have something to take away after you must have spoken to them. And so when you focus on all of these, you realize that it's important that you do not allow your fear to take over, right? You need to create room for your audience to enjoy what it is you have to offer. You have to sound, look, and be the best version of yourself. And so for every speech you're making, it's not just about you. It's about the present that you're giving out. And so it now means that you have to spend time to properly prepare because poor preparation does what? Gives room for failure. But when you prepare adequately, you will discover that you will do justice to your speech, to your topic. And how do you ensure that you do justice to your topic? First of all, take time to prepare. And in your preparation, focus on the topic. Don't try to say everything all at once. Don't try to give out everything because when you do that, your audience will be confused. But when you focus on the central idea you want them to go home with, it's easier for you to move them to action. So you have to try as much as you can to ensure that you keep your eyes on the goal. So number 2F is fun. Have fun. Yes, for so many people who are shy, who are really introverts, you find out that it's difficult for them to focus on what they want to do. It's difficult for them to have fun simply because they feel, oh, they'll criticize me, they'll scrutinize me. How are they going to judge me? How do I look? How do I sound? Do I know enough to give out? And at that moment, when you begin to belittle yourself, it's very easy for you to get uncomfortable. And when you get uncomfortable, it's easy for you to lose focus. And in that vein, you will not have fun. What happens is probably you're there shivering, you're thinking too much, and then for some, they develop instant hypertension. And then you stand and you face the crowd and you begin to wonder, how did I get here? What am I going to say? How am I going to say it? Will they understand me? Will I sound good? And so much more. But today, I want to assure you that I have everything it takes to give value. And the more you focus on the value you want to give, the easier it is for you to do what? Give value to your audience. Let's see who is here. Cake Buzz. Hi. Toby, if you can hear me, give me a heart. So I'll quickly run through. We said that, well, you've been asked to speak. Don't get nervous. Don't be afraid. Don't shy away from it because it's a great opportunity for you to give to the world. It's a big opportunity for you to share your story with others. So take it in good faith and ensure that you do justice to it. And I said that 3 F's for you to ensure you give a good speech. One is focus, two is fun. And now we talk about the third one, which is faith. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? If you don't believe in your topic, who will? If you don't believe in your story, who will? So you must have faith in yourself. When you have faith in yourself, what it means is that it's easier for people to do what? Connect with you. And when your audience connects with you, I assure you, you're home and dry because it becomes easier for you to reach them. It becomes easier for you to convince them. It's easier for you to sound credible and memorable. So at the end of the day, they remember you, they remember what you said to them, and then they'll put it into practice. But when you find it difficult to connect simply because you're afraid of public speaking, or because you allow your nervousness to supersede the importance of the value you're bringing to the table, that is where the challenge lies. So I urge you today, implement the 3F. Have fun, be focused, have faith, and I assure you, you will come out as a great public speaker. And so at this point, I'll take your questions if you have any. Ify, thank you so much for joining us. Any question? If you can hear me, give me a heart. Give me a heart. If you can hear me, give me a heart. All right, so if you're just joining us, well, we'll be rounding off at this point, but don't forget to go back to watch the replay. I'll see you again next week, which is actually tomorrow, Monday. Okay, all the best. Watch the replay, share with friends, and then see you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Take good care of yourself. Remember, always be the best version of yourself.